A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all are doing well in this tough and testing times of COVID-19 pandemic. We are going through a lot of uncertainty and negativity around us for sure. Well, this webinar today is not to remind us of what is happening around us and something that we are already facing. Rather, it will help us to cope up with this scenario. So, on behalf of the proud family of Devaditya Foundation, I, Dr. Meeta Shah, I extend a very warm and hearty welcome to all of you for a transforming session on an introduction to transpersonal development. I feel privileged to be your host today and welcome you all to this determined and dedicated community. It is my pleasure to welcome all the participants for this international webinar. I also extend a hearty welcome to our eminent guest speakers from all over the globe and different walks of life who have come here to share their knowledge and vast experience, of course. Let us understand the term transpersonal. That will have a far-reaching impact on everyone, and we are seeing it well. Even so many months have passed in the year 2021, but we have not yet been able to overcome the damage that we have faced in the year 2020. Humankind is going through a new and unprecedented experiences with the effect of COVID-19 pandemic. The current crisis is not of the pandemic alone. Rather, it is of the far-reaching consequences on human behavior. Addressing these repercussions should not be limited to taking ad hoc costly measures limited to the current situation, but should prompt us to think about putting into place innovative measures and actions that go beyond the pandemic. The pandemic has taken a toll on our mental health as well. So much of negativity, bereavement, isolation, loss of income, and fear are triggering mental health conditions. Many people may be facing increased levels of alcohol and drug use, insomnia, and anxiety. Good mental health is absolutely fundamental to overall health and well-being. This year has changed the world forever. For each of us, life is going to be marked in two periods: pre-COVID era and the post-COVID era. As lockdown and mobility restrictions came into force, one of the sources of solace was the realization of self. So, with so much of negativity around us, we need to consider transpersonal development. I wish to mention over here that Sir he has given his technical support for almost more than 100 webinars. He has taken this initiative from last lockdown and it's continuing till 2021 lockdown also, which is credible. And we also welcome the very positive and ever smiling Dr. Shweta Rai from Indore. Now over to Indra Bhuvan Kumar Singh sir to throw light on Devaditya Foundation and then mark the beginning of this webinar by inviting our first speaker to give this webinar a real start. So wishing you all a very happy learning and a transforming session. Thank you so much. Over to you, Indra Bhuvan Singh sir. Hello.
Thank you so much, Meeta ma'am, for your wonderful introduction of me and my all guest speakers from all across the world. And first of all, I would like to pay my heartiest thanks on behalf of Devaditya Foundation to all my guest speakers who accepted my invitation in a very short notice of time. And it's a really, I can say, God bless you all, and stay healthy and get good success in your life. Now, as far as my Devaditya Foundation is concerned, the agenda behind this foundation, why we started this one, what we believe in this world, children are very, very important. And I can say they are the future of any country or any nation or the world. But sometimes some children are not blessed. Some children they need special attention. So Devadip Foundation major objective to take care of the children under special needs. Special needs mean like autistic children, learning disabilities, CP, autism. So these kind of children, they need proper ecosystem to survive their life. So what is our mission here in Devadip Foundation family? If we can create some channel or some platform where we can create awareness in society for this kind of children, where the mindset of society can be changed. Because if you are not going to improve our mindset, nothing can be happen. But in this same regard, in this current scenario, why I took this topic today, introduction to transpersonal development. What I feel, not only India, this whole world need this topic to understand, not only on the books or on the paper, but on the practical basis, on execution side. When we are passing through this very tough critical time of this pandemic COVID, I don't think so any part of the world is not affected by this virus. We all are crying, even especially from last and God will be our savior in this critical time. But above all, God is there. But God is also helping those people. They are helping themselves. So what we need in this tough time, that is called transpersonal awareness. What is transpersonal? According to me, it's a kind of spiritual awakening. It's a kind of science to create better ecosystem, to create better platform for all the people who are residing in this world. It's a kind of inner self-production or inner assessment, or we can say self-realization. Because we can change the world only when you change yourself. Change always starts from self. So self-actualization, self-realization is an indispensable part in this current pandemic situation. And what we need? A great personality or a positive mindset people. What they need? There are various kind of spiritual elements in our personality, like love, joy, peace, wisdom, will, skill. So these all are various elements. And when these spiritual elements come together as a team or in a proper coordinated way, That makes a man good personality, and that's the need all are. Because in this tough time, everybody is demotivated. Everywhere the sense of negativity. So what we need self-motivation. We need self-encouragement. Yes, this is only the virus, and this cannot destroy my world. This virus cannot be bigger than me. As a human being, we have lots of capabilities. We have mental thinking abilities, which makes us more powerful in this world. So this is the high time to understand, recognize our inner qualities, inner power. So for that's why we have taken this topic in this tough time, so that our audience, they understand what is the importance of transpersonal development and how we can implement or execute in our life. So that is the total theme behind this webinar, and I will not take too much time. And once again, thank you so much to all my guest speakers, my organizing team, Meeta ma'am, Makhan sir, Sudha ma'am, for this wonderful show and hosting this webinar. And now I would like to invite my first speaker of this show, Miss Masa Malka ma'am from Spain. So welcome ma'am, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Singh. Thank you for inviting me to be part of this very important event. It's an honor to be here and hopefully share something practical and something that people can listen to implement immediately to reduce the levels of stress and possibly suffering. So I totally agree with everything you were saying, and your definition of this transpersonal development is about spiritual awakening. It's about understanding that the way we perceive ourselves, the way we also perceive what is happening around the world, really is a perception. It's not the reality. The reality happens is when you're able to separate yourself.
Thank you for your session, ma'am. What I could understand from your session was that you tried to mention about the power of the subconscious mind over here, because the line that you mentioned, that the way you perceive yourself is what you become. So it's very important for us to think good about ourselves, think good about everything that's happening around us, so that definitely if we think good, good will happen to us. So that is, I think, the gist of whatever you were trying to express. And like you also shared that your spiritual experience is an outcome of your traumatic experience. So to a certain extent, it was your trauma that led you to your spiritual journey. So I would I would actually believe that all of us are going through this traumatic stage because of this uncertainty which has arisen because of this pandemic. So it's time for us all to consider spiritual development. You are an inspiration for that, for the same. Thank you for this session, ma'am. It was really nice. And once we have the question answered round, I'm definitely going to come back to you.
Master of being magnetized people. Oh, the master secret is nothing. It is very simple. The miracle power of subconsciousness. With two types. What is subconscious and one is conscious mind. What we receive onto our brains, what our thoughts is our conscious thing. I am thinking about that thing is something I am doing in a conscious way. And subconscious is that your subconscious mind will receive all the things, your thoughts that you are giving orders to your subconscious mind. And that will act according to your subconscious mind, conscious mind. So your subconscious mind will react it. It is a involuntary thing. You will accept it. If I will fail, yeah, fail. If I will die, yes, you will die the very next day. This is what is happening every day in our world. Yes, I got COVID. Yes, I'm scared. I am scared and I am getting myself tested. And next day they are dying. Why? It is all the factor of being demagnetized or deactivated. your immunity. I will give you a scientific reason behind it. Whenever you are getting your fear thought inside yourself, you are giving a surge of corticosteroids getting outside your body. That is nothing but the steroids which will decrease your immunity, and immunity causes so much of infections to come and act their way. So this fear causes our immune system, and that's why there are so many tablets to take immunity. We are giving tablets of multivitamin every day to promote our immunity. So that is what I'm saying. Don't get scared. It is all about our how do you deal with our open. This concept of transpersonal development should be of open-minded and receptive. Without a narrow mind, you cannot understand this concept. It is like carbon dioxide or oxygen, or these are principles, or oxygen. We need oxygen for breathing. These are principles. You cannot, these are facts. We cannot change that. This is the fact that your subconscious mind, if you keep power on that, or you keep command on that, you will act according to you, according to what you want. And this is the basic thing. All conditions we experience every day is on our mind, what we are doing with that. And many people who are successful in their lives, who are going in higher situations with higher positions, they have all using the subconscious mind to get them done. If you really want that happen, God or cosmos will conspire, means it will go with you and make it happen. You may not know that how it will happen. Like example, I was praying for this. I want this topic to be done. I want this topic to be done. I was thinking of that, and I got this topic. And this is a live example of that. So your belief in our mind brings the results. Especially what you believe will give you. If you are believing that will help, it is our brain that needed at that particular time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this. I would not say wonderful. I would say it was a motivational session. It was really nice, motivating, and something that we really need to deal with this current situation. And ma'am, you spoke so well on a topic which is not related to your profession. Hats off to you. I think you deserve an applaud for the same. But yes, you took the challenge well, and you shared your own. The best part was that you shared your own experience and how desperately you wanted to speak on this topic. That is the power of the subconscious mind, and the universe conspired, and you got a call from Indra Bhuvan Singh sir, and ultimately you are a part of this event today. So this.
Good evening, everyone. I hope I am audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So basically, Dr. Nalli Ramya, I could actually, relate to you. Again, for me, this is not my topic. This is not my subject. And recently, I'm also volunteering at the COVID Isolation Center. And I was so tired one day that I started reading anything and everything that I found on net. And I was just thinking one day to myself that I want to speak on something I don't know about. And the very day I got a message from Indra sir saying that will you do about transpersonal development? Will you speak about it? And trust me when I say this is for the first time that I heard about this topic. And I took it as a challenge. I would be like, yeah, fine, I would learn something. If I speak anything that is wrong, then I would be rectified, and this would be a learning session for me also. Then I started reading about it. I started talking to my friends who are, psychologists and all, and I got a lot of information about it. And I learned a lot of things about myself. Like, I have my mind processed. I am like, I have to wake up every day at 7 o'clock, and I don't need an alarm now. I'm like, as soon as it's 6:55, my mind is something I will wake up. And that is how I could relate. And while I was on my ride, so my ride took place in winters. And when I talk about winters, it is January month. And in January month, I was in Delhi and Lucknow. We always, at that point of time, whenever we open the news, we are always seeing the temperature. Delhi has this many temperature, this much. And I was a very new rider at that point of time. It was my first ride, and I didn't know how to step out of my cubicle and ride on one particular day when I had to travel from Gorakhpur to Lucknow. But someone told me, someone on the call told me that Lucknow does not have, it's not that cold these days, you know, you can come over, it's warm over here. So the very next day I got up early, I wore my riding gear and I just rode off to Lucknow. And I hope everyone is taking care of themselves in this tough times. And thank you so much, Indrabhuvan sir, for giving me this opportunity to learn something new.
Always welcome. Always welcome. Meeta ma'am.
Sir, आप कुछ बोल? Do you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say something. Then you can.
Please, sir. You can conclude this.
Yeah. Thank you.
That would be better.
I would like to highlight here something. Why I invited these two speakers, Dr. Mitsu Chavda and Dr. Nali Ramya ji. The specific reason is behind that. See, this topic, transpersonal development, it's a very very genuine topic, and it's a correlate to inner self and what is happening right now all across the world or all across the surroundings. And what I feel before approaching to you people, I have gone through your profile. As Ma'am Dr. Nali Ramya ji, you are a doctor by profession, okay? And when our audience, they are going to listen your own genuine experience about the pandemic or about the suffering and how we can overcome. I think so that creates a difference. So that is the agenda behind that, to invite you, even though I know that's not your topic, but I think so this is very genuine topic and related to the heart and inner self. And as a doctor in our culture, in our Indian tradition, doctor is like a second god. We are perceiving them and they are giving light to people. So that was my agenda. If my audience is going to listen from your own experience, from your own journey, so of course definitely they can create some difference in their mindset. And it's all about the positivity. It's all about the positive vibes inside you. If you die by your heart, you will die. But if you not die, if you lie by your heart, you are going to win any kind of battle. That is the reality of life. Even one person can kill 10 people if you have that instinct in your mind. So it's all about the mindset, mind game. Even for the Dr. Chavda ji, why I selected her, because when I gone through her profile, she was a biker, she is a social activist. So I felt ma'am can give some day-to-day experience, what she is perceiving in day-to-day life, and that experience can make a change into people mindset. What we need today, either in India or all across the world, it's all about the change of mindset. It's a mindset game change. And if you have positive mindset, you are going to win this battle. That is what I feel. That is the only permanent solution for this current pandemic situation. We have to be self-motivated at any point of time. Because as rightly said by Ramya ji, people are dying because of fear. People are not dying because of COVID. Sometimes if they feel, oh, I'm a COVID-19 positive, they lost. So it's all about the mindset. You must have positive mindset. You must have never give up approach, and then definitely we can change the entire world. Thank you so much again to both of you for accepting my invitation. And over to you, Meeta ma'am.
Thank you for this interesting session, Dr. Mitsu Chavda ma'am. Like Indrabhuvan Singh sir has already, Rania Lampau ma'am from Greece. Rania ma'am, are you there?
Yes, she's
Over to you, ma'am.
I'm here.
Over to you, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.
Greetings from Greece, from beautiful Athens. Thank you again for your kind invitation to participate today in this so interesting topic, very interesting topic. I am an educator, I'm a STEM instructor and neuroeducation researcher, so I will try to explore the concept of transpersonal development through an educational point of view mostly. I will focus on transpersonal education. So may I share my presentation?
Yeah, you can share your screen. Yeah.
Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's visual.
So what is development? Development is like a spiral staircase with multiple floors or landings where you can stop, relax, or stay for the rest of your life. But having a map of the entire process can help you see where you are and what the next step is in your movement to clarity and enlightenment and to lucidity. It's the art and science of awakening the spiritual qualities of peace, wisdom, and purpose. Trans means extending or going personal or individual. According to transpersonal theories, there are developmental stages beyond the adult ego, which involve experiences of connectedness with phenomena considered outside the boundaries of the ego. And these developmental stages can engender the highest human qualities, including altruism, creativity, and intuitive wisdom. All these transpersonal approaches concern fostering higher human development. Therefore, most transpersonal theories deal extensively with matters relating to human values and spiritual experience. This focus sometimes leads people to confuse the interest of transpersonal psychiatry, for example, with the concerns of religion. Transpersonal psychiatry does not promote any particular belief system, but rather acknowledges that spiritual experiences and transcendent states characterized by creativity and altruism and profound feelings of connectedness are universal human experiences widely reported across cultures, and therefore they are worthy of rigorous scientific study. Transpersonal studies have their roots in humanistic psychology and the human potential movement of the 1960s. The term was in fact introduced by William James in 1995. And we live in a skill set driven society that emphasizes learning new skills, improving the ones we're weakest at. So this often fosters the belief that we need more education in order to achieve our goals. Of course, we need a set of skills, but it's our mindsets that need adjustment. So the area of education, considered broadly and at all levels, is one of the most significant areas of future inquiry and exploration in the transpersonal field. When we're talking about transpersonal education, changing perspectives on transpersonal development suggests the need for new approaches to education. How might transpersonal perspectives and values guide educational philosophies and institutions? How might our education truly awaken and transform learners rather than merely prepare them for particular roles in society? What kinds of education develop wisdom, love, compassion, and the energy necessary creatively immense current challenges faced by humanity? The transpersonal educator tries to bring birth new selves, new possibilities of experience, and to excite the child in us. Through transpersonal education, a person becomes aware of the feelings, fantasies, and experiences which are common heritage as human beings and begins to sense the interrelatedness of all things. The transpersonal approach emphasizes the need for teachers to transcend their own ego needs, to transcend the myth that teachers are simple conveyors of knowledge, to adopt a serious approach to science, to arts, to study, which values wonder and increase sensibility. In transpersonal learning, one discovers nature's intrapsychic dimension, the close relationship between self and world. The concerns of transpersonal education are in a sense spiritual, but they are not religious, of course, in a sectarian manner. The goal is to guide the individual in his or her exploration of many realms of experience which transcend the ego. Transpersonal education, like science, is concerned with knowledge and discovery of truth. It does not, however, limit the search for truth to objectively verifiable measurement, prediction, and control. It is also addressed to questions of value, meaning, and purpose, which have been traditionally and victims. So I recently wrote an article which was published in an international magazine. It's called K-12 Digest, and this tries to it's actually a guide to educators about how to cope with the COVID pandemic using also the brain-based strategies, as we call the principles of neuroeducation and cognitive neuroscience. Neuroeducation is a broad interdisciplinary field that studies topics related to brain, mind, education, drawing theories and methods from the wide range of disciplines. So what do I need to do? According to recent research, children suffer from various mental health disorders such as depression, anxiety, insomnia, poor concentration, adjustment disorder, chronic stress, post-traumatic stress. So we need neuroeducation that help us understand the inner workings of the brain, and also can give us the framework in order to develop activities that could increase attention and improve memorization. It's important to create, first of all, positive emotions, because the role of emotion is very important. Everything we learn is influenced and organized by emotions. Feeling and thoughts shape each other. They cannot be empowerment, liberation, transcendence. It's about reclaiming the vitality of life. Thank you very much for your attention. Do you have any question?
Rania, I'm speechless. You know, I'm a great fan of your this PowerPoint presentation. And, you are amazing presenter, and especially your your way of presenting things and your image selection. It's a fantastic. I don't have words for that. It's a really wonderful presentation, and I hope so. Our all audience. They enjoyed your presentation, and they're going to learn too many things from your wonderful speech. And especially what is the need of neuroeducation, which you focused on your presentation, and what is the meaning of education now, not only to get the knowledge or to get the skill or to get the job. It's all about the collaborative transformation in terms of your transpersonal development. That is the meaning of education. So fantastic presentation, Ramya, and God bless you and best of luck. And Mita ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Fabian, for your wonderful speech. And
thank you.
Nice presentation. And I would like to acknowledge what you said regarding this transpersonal development. It's regarding the self-assessment, your self-awareness, and how we can execute those things into our real life. So very nicely presented, Fabian, and it was really amazing session for us. And I think so now it is time for this question and answer. Mita ma'am.
Yes, sir. So we do have a few questions. So as we are running short of time, I'm going to put up one question for every speaker of ours. So the first question is for Rania Lampau ma'am. Ma'am, are you there? Rania ma'am?
Yes, he's around.
Sir, the question is, as your presentation was on like education and transpersonal development in education. So how to introduce transpersonal education in our curriculum? Because whatever we are going through, definitely there is
has risen to a most recovery recorded cases today, especially today, this date, most recovered cases in India. So that is a good news for COVID people. So we should not always promote negativity among others or whatever we are thinking. So just let us see, just we are using our cloth masks. Something I'm saying, cloth masks we are using every day. I have seen people. Let me tell you, cloth masks will not give you protection. It is first thing you have to use is N95. What is 95 is 95% of protection rate is present, and use of best quality. So don't go for cloth masks. I don't prefer that, because everyone is, I am seeing, these are the practical things research has shown. And use the sanitizers. Everything whatever they are saying is true, but how much we will protect ourselves is upon not cloth masks or anything. N95. How much it is depend on our mindset. And I tell people whoever come to me as a patient who are tested positive, don't get scared at first thing. It's just a virus. It will nothing do to you, and it will go away after 14 days. You will be surely tested negative. Just believe in that and be quarantined. That's all. Nothing to be worried about that.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Dr. Meeta, if you don't mind, I would like to add something to it. And
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is that from tomorrow, people from age 18 and above are getting vaccinated, and so they should not get too overconfident that okay, now we are vaccinated, so the chances of COVID is less or null, and they should still support the government, and they should also go for this protection, as Dr. Ramya said, with the masks, sanitizers, and etc. And apart from that, whoever is not getting vaccinated, they should also donate their blood, because they would be unable to donate, is what we are hearing. So these are the small things that we can do for ourselves and for the nation in this pandemic times.
Thank you, ma'am. We are coming to an end of this webinar with such a beautiful message that donate blood before you go for vaccination. Now I would like to call upon Indra Bhuvan Kumar Singh sir to propose a vote of thanks. And sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Meeta ji. Indeed, it was really fantastic session. Very, very informative, and we all are very, very amazed by such kind of information sharing, knowledge sharing from all across our guest speakers from all across the world, from Greece, Brazil, Spain, Cameroon, India. So it was fantastic session, an informative one, and I would like to pay my hearty thanks on behalf of Devaditya Foundation, from my team, Meeta ma'am, Makhan sir, Sweta ma'am, myself, to all my guest speakers, my audience, for their valuable time and this wonderful presentation. And stay healthy and blessed, and please take care and get vaccinated whenever possible in your respective countries. And let's hope for the best. And the last message to all of us: be positive and keep positive vibes inside you, and spread same thing to all across the world. That is only the secret in this current scenario. So once again, thank you so much from my bottom of heart to all of you. Thank you so much.